Uh-oh. Hey Panda V.s, today we're going to be doing another mega build battle. Today's build battle is going to be a Squid Game inspired bedroom. And yes, I said Squid Game, the popular Netflix show everyone went crazy about and I have not watched yet, but we are still going to do this build battle. We are going to have 4 people building, including myself, so 5 people in total. We are each going to be given an 8x8 squared off area to build in. Before we get ahead of ourselves, we should get into some Squid Game inspired outfits. Take a look at us. It looks like we're about to enter the Squid Game. Now let's take a quick look at the rules. Your bedroom must have the theme of Squid Game. It doesn't matter what it is, but it has to relate to Squid Game. You are allowed to build a bathroom as long as you stay in your 8x8 area. No time limit. 2 floors is the maximum amount of floors you can use. Only build in your given 8x8 space. And most importantly, be creative. Now it's time to give everyone co-owner. Now that everyone has co-owner, I think we are ready to go. It's all up to you to choose who you think did the best, so make sure to watch till the end and say your favorite build down below in the comments. And now, let's get into build mode. Everyone will be choosing their plot by coloring a square. I'm going to be choosing this orange color because I guess it reminds me of Squid Game. I don't know. Now that everyone has claimed their square, we are ready to go. Ready, set, build! I think it's only fair to start off by saying I've never watched Squid Game. I've never watched the series, but I've seen pictures of the sets and everything like that. So that's what I'm basing my bedroom off of. I also played the Squid Game Roblox game, so I kind of have an idea on what the show is about. So I'm sure I'm going to be able to do this. So what I'm doing over here is I'm planning to have a bed board that has the 3 shapes that Squid Game is known for, the hexagon, I believe, the triangle, and the square. And then on this wall, I wanted to incorporate the cookie cutting scene, or where they have the doors with the different shapes of what cookie you can get. It was kind of difficult to replicate, but I used the rods eventually on the doors, and it turned out pretty good. Like a 2-space block thing, I decided to make this door on a slant, and this is going to be the umbrella door. For the shapes to stand out more, I got the idea of adding these neon lights on top of the rods, and I think it looked pretty cool because it looked like they were glowing after. To be extra, so I wanted to create these stairs leading up to the bed, similar to the ones in Squid Game that I think lead up to the mini games. And then I'm going to be using shapes to create the borders around the beds. You'll see what I mean, but yeah, that's what I did. finishing up up the exterior shape of the bedroom, and then I'm coloring the bed. After I color the bed, as I said before, I wanted to create this type of Squid Game duplication, replication, and whatever you call it. And so I wanted to create stairs leading up to a mini game. Now this kind of seems insane in an 8x8 space. I tried to make it work. It worked out eventually, but it did take a lot of attempts. But here I am making a stairway that's going to be leading up to the second floor. To create the stairway, I duplicated the things that were on the bed already, and then I used this big window to put behind, so it created the opening that you see in Squid Game, which is like a circle type of thing, and you walk through it. And then behind the window, I continued using the shapes and duplicating them into a stairway. Here's when I reached the second floor, and I duplicated the window to have 2 openings in the wall, and then I am going to be putting the railing all around the stairs. It did take a while, so I'm gonna skip ahead because that was the most frustrating part of this all, but it worked out. And then I'm going to be finishing up this section of the build with lining the stairs with walls for an enclosed area. In my bedroom, I wanted to incorporate at least 3 of the games in Squid Game, and over here above the bed, I'm going to be attempting to make the tug of war scene with a rope going through a window and just doing my best to replicate it. And here I'm trying to replicate the saw that they have above the divider for the tug of war game. I was trying to cover this wall with these paintings so that I could put the clouds decal in the back and have the doors and shapes stick out in front of the decals. But unfortunately, that did not work, so I had to create a method where I put the paintings on top of these shapes and then lean it against the door, kind of. I ended up having to go over the shapes on the doors with a thicker layer on top of the one already done so that you could see it through the painting, but it ended up turning out well. So yeah, that's what I'm doing now.
You were my best friend, didn't care about the rules, good on the weekends. I'll be in fools, drifting the deep space.
As I said before, I wanted to incorporate some of the games in the Squid Game series. Basically, over here, I'm going to be doing the cookie cutting scene where there's sand on the ground of the set. And then I have the shapes in the background. And then after that, I'm going to be adding in fence gates that are appeared in the background next to the guards.
Singing along to nothing matters, stray around like nighttime rumors. We were in too deep in your worn-out sweaters, thinking we'll be young forever, driving in your mom's.
I needed something going to fill up this corner, so I decided on rebuilding one of the things that they had in this particular set, which looked like monkey bars, a type of a structure or building or something like that. And so I used cylinder shapes in Bloxburg to remake this. It did take a while to figure out, but eventually I got the hang of it and it turned out pretty awesome, I'm not gonna lie. Finishing up the structure, I got this idea of using these cylindrical shapes to flatten down onto the floor, kind of looking like a tin where the cookies come in for the people to scratch off with the needle. And then I add little blotches of dirt everywhere and coloring them red to simplify, you know what, because of the show Squid Game. And yeah, that's what I'm doing now. I didn't record this part, but in a little corner I added in marbles with a bag. The marbles were made out of shapes that were sized very small, and the bag was from the Halloween update. I do believe they took out the bag, but it was in my inventory, so I put it on top of the marbles, so it made it look like the marbles were inside the bag. But yeah, now I keep decorating. I try to add this huge lantern to the tug of war game, but I ended up using these small lights because they looked better for a bedroom. Now I'm going to be coloring in the walls this black color because I feel like Squid Game has a lot of dark colors, and neon lights on a black wall would look super cool. And then on this wall, I'm going to be adding in some shapes on the wall, kind of just like the type of shapes they have in the series all around their walls with the stairs going in and out. I just thought it was a cool addition and to make the wall seem less empty. This little corner here was a bit empty, so I wanted to add in these very weird looking modern desks or nightstands or something. I don't know what else, and I kind of stacked them. I don't really know what I was going for, but it looked cool in the end, so I kind of left it like that. Since this is a bedroom, we needed a dresser, so in this area I decided to add in a dresser. I added in a mirror, of course, and then some decorations to finish it off. Was a little dark, so I decided to add in one of my favorite things, fairy lights on top of the tug of war place, and I think they fit in pretty well. Here I am finally adding in a roof, and I also added a hollow roof so that I can attach the tug of war divider up to the ceiling and it would look more realistic. Now I'm I'm going to be adding in these decals or posters, whatever you call it. The big one is going to be for the number of players decal that I am making myself. And then I'm also going to be making some Squid Guard PNG decals so that the Squid Guards can be on the bedroom and make it look more realistic. Over here was a little plain. I didn't want to have just a hole with nothing there, so I tried adding in trees. I saw that you could see them from the other side, so I decided just to fill up this space with some cylinder shapes and make it look cooler. And here I am adding in some finishing touches, adding the stairs so you can get to the tug of war place, adding in some lights, and finishing up some things. Other than that, we're pretty much done. And now it's your favorite time and mine. It is tour time! the Squid Game bedroom themed build off today. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to join the Discord for a chance to be in the next build battle, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye, everybody. Uh-oh. If you enjoyed this video, click that subscribe button to be a part of the Panda habitat. Also, click that notification bell to be notified when I post. Could you be the first to comment? Panda Girl's out.